Hey, I'm Kevin McAlilly. I'm the CEO of Think Through Learning. And Think Through Learning's current product line is Think Through Math. And what Think Through Math is, it's really a new product category, which is an integration of live teaching, adaptive software with a motivation system designed to all work together in a comprehensive solution, really targeted at Tier 2 and Tier 3 students. We're a company of math teachers passionate about math. Even folks like the head of sales, the head of marketing are former math people. So there's a real devotion to our mission. We were founded in 2002, so we've been working at this for quite a while. We're committed to affordability. We're SaaS native, which is obviously pretty important these days. And we're built on a research base of 30,000 kids studied over 10 years in studying how they learn higher order thinking and problem solving skills and what really works and what really doesn't. And on top of that, 7 years of analyzing our own data on our kids, which is even more important. We're the current Coady Award winner for the best math instructional solution, and we're a learning organization that's constantly innovating. What you see on this slide today would look very different next year. So why does math performance decline over time? Again, we're focused on remediation, intervention, the kids that are really struggling. I mean, to oversimplify it radically, it's that you can drill and practice the kids through the early grades to grades 3 or 4, but unless they develop higher order thinking skills, they're not going to succeed in math and pre-algebra and algebra. And those are really critical skills that begin very, very early. So by the time we get the students, even in second grade, they have these characteristics. They're not confident with math. They don't expect it to make sense. They've lost an interest in it. They don't have the foundational skills. They lack the higher order thinking skills, and they're unsupported. Their teachers, and no matter how well-intentioned or great teachers are, they can't afford to individually tutor students, all of them themselves, as much as they might like to. So the kids have given up. So how do we re-engage them? And remember, this is 70% of all students in the US. We start on the bottom right there with an adaptive system. And adaptive system is just a common sense way of saying the kids are always working on the problems that they can solve at that point. They're working in what we call the zone of proximal development. And our content is focused on higher order thinking. It is not drill. We have multiple item types. So it is, for instance, in the Common Core, there's a new emphasis on word problems. We've had a 5-step word problem solving process in our system for 5 years with lots of other problem solving content. We integrate that with real-time quality instruction. We have US state certified math teachers who intervene and will tutor on demand the students whenever they need it, from 7 a.m. in the morning till midnight. And it's all integrated with a student motivation system that works on intrinsic motivation, extrinsic motivation, short-term, long-term. So that's a very differentiated system as well. So you start with the software. And students would come in and say a student is on 5th grade level, or is actually in the 5th grade, but working on 2nd grade level. You'd see in this case, they take the adaptive placement. The system would sense and know that they're 3 grade levels below, and it would custom for that student insert the precursor skills to bring them back up to grade level, which is the level, of course, which they work and they must perform on the state assessment. They move on to the next standard. In this case, they'd be only 1 grade level below, and the system would give them that material to work on. So it's constantly spiraling them up, and with our motivation system encouraging them to keep working and keep focusing on the math. But when they're stuck, another level of differentiation pops up, and that is customized tutoring sessions. We have dozens and dozens of teachers across the country who are bilingual. We track the students either on ELL or a non-ELL track. And the kids start, they're working through the system, and they get feedback. Unlike other systems that might provide generic feedback for every single item type, whether it's an answer foil or the right answer, we'll give them a specific answer or a specific feedback telling them why that answer was right or wrong, customized for that question. It's an enormous amount of work. And if the students are working and they don't get it, the system senses that, and they'll be encouraged to work with a teacher. The teachers are, again, U.S. teachers with classroom experience. They're highly trained, they're bilingual, and they'll work with the kids. Generally, the kids love to text, so we actually text a lot, but we can speak with the students as well. And if we see that they're really not getting it and they really need to spend a lot of time, we'll take over their monitor and turn it into a two-way interactive whiteboard. So we'll actively tutor them for half-hour session at 11:30 at night until they make that cognitive breakthrough. Here's some fun transcripts from some actual tutoring sessions, and you can see the delight that the kids have when they actually see a live student or a live teacher there to help them. And, you know, are you a real teacher? Yes, I am. Can you help me? You bet I can. And that's what it's designed to do. We have close to 700,000 tutorials year to date on our system, individualized, customized tutorials for our kids. So one of our values is that we want to be sustainably affordable. So you get this program of motivation, which sometimes includes tangible rewards like a pizza party for your class if you earn a lot of points, or donations to the Wounded Warrior Project, or Habitat for Humanity to build character in the students, and all of the content, because every student needs to be able to access all the content at any given point. And teachers available 90 hours a week for $16. And we're based in Pittsburgh. We have a low cost of operations. We're not defending a legacy price point. And so we can afford to price it low. And this really, I think, is a fourth core value of ours, is to really make it affordable for long-term partnerships with our schools and districts. The system is not designed for a lot of teacher retraining. There's intuitive online training that is free in our system to help the teachers get on board. And it's all designed to be very intuitive and easy to use. However, if schools want more in-depth programs and intensive programs, we do have dozens of teachers around the country. Again, math teachers, highly trained, will come to their school and work with them. As we think about the Common Core, I really like this quote from Kathy Seeley. She's the past president of NCTM who's been working with us. And she talks about what kids need for the future is now as much about how they think as it is getting to the answer. And the Common Core is really emphasizing this. And there's constant debates and conversations in our company among our, obviously, math teachers about how we can design the system to do this so it's not print on paper, but something much stronger. You can see the evolution of adaptive of remediation where we think we are. We believe we're pushing the envelope. We started with live tutors, moved to adaptive software, integrated gamification, motivation, and integrated it all to make it highly affordable. Two examples of districts. We took 9 very tough schools in Nashville, and over the control group raised it 40 points. In a session in Paris, Louisiana, we knocked on their door and they said, hey, how about a pilot? We've got these 79 kids. They're 15 years old, but unfortunately, very tragically, they were at first and second grade level. The kids that would actually break through and get involved in our motivation system, we took 40 of them and on average moved them up 7 grade levels. So I want to finish with some math. We're a number company. We have over 2 million paid subscribers and growing, maybe 30,000 paid subscribers a week. We have 24 field people who are also math teachers in training around the country. 700,000 students have been personally tutored year to date on our system. We have 50,000 users, and that is quite a feat. There's actually, I see John Blakely from Unicon in the back, our LMS partner who's helped build our system. But scale is a big issue in K-12, and we can really handle all those students, leading up to 4 million math problems a day. So that is from paid subscribers a day. And so for the future, we're going to be very passionate about teaching even more kids to learn to think with math. Thanks.